Hello. Moving my microphone. Hold on. I wasn't ready. Alright. Now I'm here. For those of you over on YouTube, you might be wondering, hey Rat, what's the topic for today? Well, that's for me to know and you to find out. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Today's topic is actually... Hold on. Today's topic is food hot takes. That's right, baby. You got a nuclear take about food? I'm here for it. You better share it, because I am listening. Hold on. Let me actually share this on YouTube, because I didn't share it last time. Sorry. Hey, YouTube. I'm live over on Twitch at twitch.tv/ratgaming_TV. Come argue with me about your shitty food takes. Mine are the correct ones. And there we go. Now that my acknowledgement post has been made, how's everybody doing today? Let's get some beats going in the background. Beats by Dr. Dre. All my homies love a little bit of music, a little bit of sound. Where is... There's that. Let's go! Hope the stream looks alright. If it doesn't, just let me know. If it sounds a little crusty, also let me know. Anyway, for those of you wondering, hey, what might be a decent little food hot take? One of my fan favorites is, of course, let's say throw some ketchup on mac and cheese. People hate that. I don't know what it is about people and hating ketchup and mac and cheese, but by God do they hate it. Oh, Jesus! But that's okay. One that I personally have that people hate is, obviously, you know, talking about, like, say, Pop-Tarts, for example, right? People are like, oh, no, it's a ravioli. Nah, dog. No, it's lasagna. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Or, like, I don't fucking know, like a taco, right? You can look at that and be like, you know what I'm gonna call a taco? That's a sandwich. It's the same vein as a hot dog. So what's the difference, right? And some people will be like, oh no, it's just a matter of respect. No, it's a matter of being right. And that's what I am. Pineapple on pizza is actually amazing and delicious. The only issue is the texture of the pineapple when you reheat it. Also, bullshit, Pop-Tarts aren't lasagna. Okay, so like, I've never had pineapple on pizza, so I'm not gonna fight you on that. And I feel like, that's kind of become a more milquetoast take, right? Like, that take is more milquetoast than milk and toast. But, yeah, Pop-Tarts are straight up lasagna. It's literally just like, layer, snack food, another layer on top, with snack food on top, alright? So you gotta look at it like that. It's a multi-layered snack. It's a lasagna. People are gonna tell you all over the place, oh no, it's ravioli. They're sealed, that's a sweet ravioli. I disagree with that, actually. Some people will make, like, not necessarily a sealed on all sides, but a sealed on the, on one front and the other, a lasagna like that. It's literally facts and logic. Plus, I mean, I don't think you toast a ravioli. You might be able to get away with toasting a lasagna, but only if you're careful. What do you eat the rims off first? Because that seems actually the most correct way to eat them. Yeah, you do eat the rims off of the Pop-Tart. I thought everybody did that. Like, you ever have one of those, like, Uncrustables? You know, they sell them shits in, like, supermarkets. Hold on, let me get a picture. Uncrustable sandwich. I'm gonna throw this shit up. We're making a graph. Yeah, that's a gross ass image. Alright, let's see if I can get this to come up smoothly. I may have to, let me save the image rather than copying it, because I don't think paninis are also ravioli. I think I can get behind that. Yeah, that's a pretty good one, actually. Let me look at... Oh, yeah. Actually, no. No, I actually disagree with that, now that I'm looking at it. That's a sandwich. That's just straight up a sandwich. You can get that at a deli. You go to the deli, you're like, hey, yo, I need me a goddamn sandwich. A ravioli's a kind of sandwich. I mean, a taco's a hot dog if you really want to get aggressive about it. Like, you know, you gotta have some kind of limit to your horse hockey. Anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about, but I said I would throw an Uncrustable up on the stream, so there you go. Put that right there. It was something about Pop-Tarts and Uncrustables. Lord help me if I remember. I'm not going to, though. It's even got ravioli crimping. Yeah, the Uncrustable does. Like, Uncrustables are probably raviolis. Ravioli. Here, let's get a ravioli on the stream, too. Fuck it. Because Pop-Tarts don't got the crimping! They do not make crimped Pop-Tarts. Hold on. I don't know if it'll let me throw a WebP up here. They straight up do not, no. Pop-Tart, you know like Totino's pizza rolls? Pop-Tarts are just really long pizza rolls. Crimped up Pop-Tarts. That's gonna be like the new quirked up white boy. I'm gonna start saying that. Because I think that's really funny. Like, I'm sure you've heard the garbage ass phrase of, what is it, like a quirked up white boy, he's goated with the sauce. He's busting it down sexual style. We just gotta do something with that, but with crimped up Pop-Tarts. I feel like we're onto something. This could be great. You know, Pop-Tarts are absolutely no. Onto something like pickles on ice cream. Whoa. Now that's a take. Alright. Justify this to me. Because I'm not a vinegar enjoyer, so you're already making a very tough sell to me. I also don't like sweets, so this is 2 tough sells in one. So, you have the stage. Please explain why I should partake in pickles on ice cream. I swear to God. Salty, vinegar, both cut this. This is the same argument that people have given me about putting hot sauce on ice cream. All right, I'm gonna just keep it real with you. I'm gonna give you the whole buck. This is exactly the same argument. People will say the same thing with regards to that. Plus the cold keeps the pickle crisp. See, all right. I don't know how much people actually like crisp pickles, right? Because, you know, like every fast food joint, every burger joint, ooh, gross. They all are like, hey, let's just fucking, you know, deep fry this goddamn pickle, and you're gonna get it soggy as hell. Gotta be crunched to pickles? No. No crunch to pickles. I have the same opinion about pickles that I do bacon. Now, I don't like either of these foods, but if I'm gonna eat them, I don't want them crunchy. That's why they have the skin. I mean, yeah, like, that's why oranges have the skin too, so that they're crunchy. I eat the skin on oranges, personally. I don't know about you, but I'm an unhinged little maniac. Like, I see orange, I just bite into it like an apple. I go, jump. It's that simple. It's apparently good for you. I know it is. That's why I do it. I'm not just your average nut job. If you can get past the bitter hell... It's not that bitter. It's really not. Like, saying, oh no, it's super bitter. Like, nah, shut the hell up. You're lying. You're a liar. Because, like, here's the thing, right? People are like, oh, orange peel is bitter. But the only reason why I don't think... Yeah, I'm an orange chomper, what about it? The only reason I don't think the skin is necessarily, like, bitter is only because of the fact that, like, there are so many, like, bitter alcoholic beverages out there as is, right? That a little orange peel is not going to be that bad to me. I don't know about you. I don't know how much you drink, if at all. But... to me, like, I drink. So, you know, I'm just like, hey, you know, whatever. I'll enjoy a little bit of orange peel as a treat. Hell, even when I was in high school, though, when I wasn't drinking, I still was like, you know what, dog? I like me an orange peel. It wasn't an everyday thing for me, though. Like, I would go in there, you know, lunchtime and shit, and I'd be like, hey, give me one of them oranges. And the lunch lady would be like, oh, here you go, sweetie. You know, whatever. Simple zest for zest. True. I do have the zest for zest. I'm a zesty little rat guy. You know what else I think is, like, wacky as hell when it comes to, like, food, right? I think everything tastes better after you've had, like, 3 beers. Nice lunch lady voice, thank you. It's the only impersonation I can think of for lunch ladies. They all sound the same in my head. Why this Gatorade bitter? I just got this shit. That's just because you cut your pickiness? What? Are you coming on to me? Beer makes everything good. True. That it does. Beer is like God's gift to mankind. Because you're drunk and don't care. Hey, hold on. Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. Say it more like, you are beveraged, so you are food agnostic. That's how you put it. That's how you make that easy sell. That is the single most fair value you can get out of that sentence. Bar none! And anybody who says otherwise is actually wrong. Here's one that I've, like, thrown people off with. So I have a waffle iron, right? And I make tater tots. However, for lunch, I will take, like, my tater tot mishmash, slap that bitch in the waffle iron, right? And I'll make a tot waffle. That's right, baby. The tater tots turned into a waffle. And, you know, obviously you want that, like, little bit of breakfast experience, so you obviously want a little bit of syrup, sure, but...
I put a little ketchup in the syrup.
Just a little. It's more than hash browns, dog. Because you make it into a waffle. Because you get that, like, crisp across the whole fucking thing. Because God did not intend garbage food Oreos. I mean, yeah, Oreos are just kind of like nothing but sugar from top to bottom. Like, you get like chocolate flavored chalk at the top. It's the same thing as like a Yoo-hoo, for example, right? Like they're all just chalky ass chocolate. But you also are like paying for the experience of like dirt cheap snack food. I'm a genius. I don't know, because, like, I say that to some people, and they, like, they give you that white people reaction where they, like, kind of scrunch up, and they, like, look like they just had a lemon. And they're like, what? Ew. And I'm like, dog, what are you talking about? I'm like, have you ever had breakfast? Like, do you eat at least 2 meals a day? And a lot of the time, I'm sure they're like, no. Or, yeah, no, I literally just said, yeah, Oreos are fucking terrible. You don't think Oreos are bad? Alright. Hit me. What is your defense of Oreos? As you should know by this point, my opinions are the right ones. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I've only got good opinions. Chocolate cookies with frosting. Okay, but like, here, I get what you're saying, but the frosting's like bad. Like, it's like, it just tastes like sugar, right? It's straight up sugar. They're tiny chocolate cookies with frosting you don't stick your hand in. I mean, how do I feel about boba? I don't like boba, actually. I think that boba's kind of gross. But back to Oreos real quick before I get on the boba tangent. So the thing with Oreos is, yeah, you can say, oh, they're chocolate cookies, right? But the problem I have with them just being like, oh, they're chocolate cookies is they taste like chocolate in the same way that like the brown crayon tastes like chocolate, right? It don't. It's not chocolatey. Like, you can say, like, the frosting might be, like, a little bit milky, but, like, yeah, like, it's like a chocolate-flavored cracker. It's, like, it tastes so artificial from the top to the bottom. Yeah, I know, like, fucking everything we have is extraordinarily processed garbage food that'll make you, like, gain 70 pounds in a week or less if you're not careful. But, like, Oreos specifically are just straight up super duper processed sugar and like chocolate crumbly crackers, right? But yeah, as for boba, right? It's, for me personally, I don't like boba. I think it's kind of gross just because of the fact that it is partially a texture thing. Maybe it's because you like dunking Oreos in milk. I've tried that. So partially it's a texture thing, because, you know, you're like drinking something and then you get like a mouthful of thing and you're right? But, obviously some people are gonna be like, no, the thing is like good. And I'm like, dog, it literally tastes like nothing though. It's like you just put a cucumber in my drink. Like, I don't want this side of water. I just want the beverage. I don't understand the booba tea phenomenon. I don't know, maybe I'm like an out-of-touch 20-something-year-old boomer, but honestly, I don't see the appeal. I like the lumpy drink. I mean, have you tried spoiled milk? If you liked Warheads growing up, you would probably really like sour milk. Yes, let's go! You like boba with jelly too. I haven't tried that. What the hell? What is that? You explain that to me now. I did the white people thing, by the way. I did like the scrunched up lemon face thing, and I was like, what the hell? Yeah, do jelly with the tea instead of booba. Yeah, like, I can understand jelly with tea. What, with, like, jelly in the bottom instead of the little beads? Yeah, like, that would be something I would at least be able to kind of get behind. I think that might be interesting. But, like, the little boba things, what are those, anyway? Like, is that, like... that a fucking, like, dollar store raisin or something? They're tapioca pearls. That's yuck. Like, okay, so I'm fine with like tapioca. It's just, I guess I just don't expect it in a drink, even when I know like that's what I'm ordering. So it quickly becomes a thing that like falls out. Little gummy bears, but not sugar or gross. Hey, gummy bears are awesome. All right, I'm gonna just and round. Have you seen my Twitter profile picture? It's literally a square. In this household, we hate round. No round. No JPEG round. All right. If I cannot save the picture as a circle, why am I made to turn it into a circle? That's just going against God's will. All right. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. It's like going to a supermarket and getting deli ham. Some boba places will put gummy bears in the bottom. Thoughts? So I have the same kind of opinion that I do about like putting gummy bears in the bottom as like the little boobas, where I feel like it would be really disorienting, but I feel like it might be like interesting in the same way that like drinking milk out of a Twizzler is interesting for like a sweet drink, or changing the flavor of the drink to be a little more sweet and fruity. The problem I have with that, though, at the end of the day, is I feel like, because gummy bears are kind of smaller, right? Wouldn't that be like a choking hazard? As a more traditional person, you hate this? Yeah, but they soften stuff. I'd be more afraid of the flavor change. Yeah, like... I don't know. I don't feel like the flavor change would be that bad, though, right? Like, because you figure, like, let's say you take a, yeah, like, they're tea soaked. So, like, just take, like, I don't know, fucking Earl Grey tea or some shit, right? You're just like, damn, I'm gonna just throw a fucking gummy bear in there, right? No! I mean, yeah, you're like a dollar store British. I mean, you have tea in the name, so I understand that, I suppose. But that's alright. You're allowed to be wrong. Oh, you'll take the alcohol gummy bear, but you won't take the tea gummy bear. Curious. You're like, oh, hey, I'll do Jello shots, but I won't enjoy a little bit of tea gummy. Curious. So let me throw this question your way then. Would you then try like what the fuck would I want to call it? Pickled candy. What? What did you just say to me? What did you just put in my chat? I feel like milk tea is just southern sweet tea for people who don't have diabetes or already have it. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably right. Like, I'm not really a fan of like southern sweet tea just because like I personally really don't like sweets, right? So like if somebody were to offer me like a chocolate bar, they're like, "Hey, yo, rat, have this Hershey bar." I'd be like, "Nah, I'm good." Candied pickles. So I don't understand the thing with pickles, right? I know people are like, "Oh no, I love the fucking vinegar and the bitter and all this shit." I'm just like, dog. Sugared pickled ginger as a snack. Why was that hard to read? I'm doing the white people thing. The thing that I described like 10 fucking minutes ago. I'm doing that. I'm like, don't do that. it's like terrible. So I've had squid before. I'm a big fan. I've had frog. I've had alligator jerky. What else have I had that's like a little bit bizarre, a little funky? I mean, I've had duck, but I feel like that's pretty normal. Squid wrecks your shit. You hate it with your life. Like, does it... Rubbery bad meats. I was gonna say, does it like give you the shits or do you just not like it? Because that can be two different things. Or it can be the same thing for you. It doesn't make you, it's just rubbery and you don't like it. Bad texture. Okay. So alright, here's a question. What do you think about like, so let's allege that you're like a picky eater, right? And a restaurant don't really got anything you're looking for, but you look at the kids menu and they got the nuggies, right? And you're into the nuggies, right? Would you order off the kids menu without a second thought, or would you be like, "Oh, this is so embarrassing. I wish there were nuggies on the adult menu"? Better be sweet and sour sauce. You hate chicken nuggie. You hate chicken nuggie? Also, hello, Neko. Glad to see you. What do you mean you hate chicken nuggie? There's no shot you hate chicken nuggie. Unreal. That's like the most negative Riz thing I've ever heard. You'd probably also get like an adult drink like booze or coffee or something. Coffee and nuggies? Dude? Let's fucking go. The childish need to assert your adulthood. Fuck it, get a juice with your nuggies. Nobody can stop you. Ugh. Ugh. Chicken tendies, yes. Chicken nuggies, no. How is sweet and sour sauce with nuggies? You've ordered a burger at a fish joint before. Since then, you've developed a taste for blackened catfish, which they usually serve. Huh. Blackened catfish. I've had that, yeah. I'm not really a big catfish enjoyer, though. American Chinese food is just nuggies tossed in soy sauce. Yeah, okay, so a lot of, like, American Chinese food is literally just Americanized Chinese barbecue. Like, don't get it twisted. You're probably right in the assessment that it is just nuggies tossed in soy sauce. You just don't like fish, and blackened catfish tastes like something that's... Yeah, no, blackened catfish is not fishy. It's weird. Like, I know what you're trying to convey. Like, it's not super fishy. It doesn't taste like say, a cod or salmon, right? It's meaty. To me, anyway. Like, it's more like biting into a piece of chicken. Even though, like, the flavors are not comparable, it's the same kind of experience where it's just like, it's an animal, right? And you're not like, oh, this is a fish. Which I make the distinction in my head right away. Fish are not animals. I'm gonna say it. You're afraid of trying catfish? Because it's also usually. So you should at least try it. Like, unless it's like an absurd serving size. Like, if they're giving you the whole fucking thing, you're like, dude, what the hell? But otherwise, like, I would give it a shot, personally. I think catfish is pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. I've always been pretty big on fish, so catfish being something that I like is kind of like a little sussy. Your brain's all, fuck, someone else could have this, someone else who knows they like it. I mean, yeah, but we also live at a point in time where we live at the height of luxury, right? Like, if you were to, you know, go back like 200 years in time, excluding the bad shit going on at that point in time that we may still be facing, oops, you can, like, just flat out look at things and be like, the quality of life has gone up exponentially, you know? So, like, yeah, you can just afford to have that little bit of food waste, especially because catfish aren't exactly, like, in danger of, like, dying. The thing about it is the pepper coating makes it extremely not fishy, but if you ask me if I wanted catfish teriyaki, no. I feel like catfish teriyaki would be, like, terrible. I feel like it would be, like, god-awful. Like, I feel like if somebody were to tell me, hey, try this catfish teriyaki, I'd have to actually slap the shit out of them. I would have to dunk their head in sweet and sour sauce. I don't know if it would be like serving someone on beef beef nuggets. They call that a meatball where I'm from. What's the draw of teriyaki? It kind of depends on how it's served. Like, when I say how it's served, I mean, like, what exactly you're having with it. It has to be covered in the breading, of course, of course. Like, if you're having, like... Yeah, soy sauce is pretty good. Tastes like it has no opinion on its own flavor. What do you mean by that? Because that can be interpreted in a number of different ways. Like, are you saying there's too much going on? Are you saying there's not enough going on? There's nothing going on? It might just taste like the food? And teriyaki isn't a strong flavor, in your opinion. I think that's the draw of it, though, is that it's not, like, an overpowering flavor. I feel like you might be used to eating, like, garbage food that does not taste like the actual food. You love garbage? Yep, so there it is. You heard it live, folks. It's not. It goes well with salmon, chicken, vegetables. It's a very agreeable sauce. Yeah, exactly. Your voice and character doesn't match up. You were surprised. Yeah, that's the whole bit. Welcome to Rat Gaming. I have the female character with the man voice. If you don't like it, that's crazy. I hope you stick around, though. Rat. It's dumping the trash can into your mouth. Let's go. Yeah, like, I find that anything that's fairly neutral tends to go really well with teriyaki as, like, a concept, but if it's not super neutral inherently, it's probably not going to be very good. Teriyaki's too overpowering for you. I'm sorry you have, like, the taste buds of a child. Little baby. Out here saying goo goo gaga. You didn't say you liked it. Oh, you didn't like it. I'm sorry. I'm illiterate. I actually failed 3rd grade English. But let's go! Big fan! Some are good, some are bad and overpowering. That's fair, yeah, like that's an opinion I can agree with, that it's probably the salt. The one thing about teriyaki is it's super, super salty because of all the salt. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, I know several people who don't like teriyaki because of something, and they never tell me what it is, and I'm like, is it the salt? And they'll go, oh no, and I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? You can say, like, it tastes bad, but, like, if you can't quantify what about it tastes bad, it's like, how do you know what to avoid? You've had it too sweet? Dog. What are you talking about? Too sweet? You must be smoking coke. Love me a little bit of a Gatorade in the afternoon. Where are you from? What's your home cuisine? I'm from the United States. If you botch the recipe, you can get that way. Yeah. Is having more adult taste just having more dead taste buds so you're more okay with bad stuff? I mean, yeah, why else do you think, like, about 75% of the American population drinks coffee?
It's me, I drink coffee.
But, yeah, Coda, I'm from the East Coast in the United States, so a lot of the food here is very unhealthy and super oversaturated with, like, trans fats. When you were in your 20s, you once salted a cherry pie. Let's go. Pierce your tongue and flavor. Really? Like, I'm not a fan of piercings personally, but, like, that's interesting that you think things are, like, more flavorful. Just more taste. Yeah, that's what I'm like trying to figure that one out myself. I'm like, what in tarnation? Mostly burger, pizza, and mac and cheese. Let's go. I mean, no, so like on the East Coast has a lot of really diverse food. Like, yeah, you run into like Americanized Chinese barbecue, for example. So, like, for example, what the fuck am I thinking of? Like orange chicken, for example. You go to China, they're not gonna serve you orange chicken. They don't know what the hell that is. Like, but, you know, here, you know, you order orange chicken, you're gonna get orange chicken. You know, that sweet-ass Garbo chicken. Alright, oh, food crimes. Hold on, let me read that. When you were in school, sometimes you'd need to pull an all-nighter and caffeine stops having an effect after a while, so I popped a beef bouillon cube in my mouth and sucked on it. I don't like that. Yeah, like, what about it kept you awake? Was it like pain? Was it flavor overload? Was it depression? A combination of the three? Your friends joked about getting you a salt lick. Real. I mean, hey, it's a better alternative probably to a cube of beef bouillon. Oh my god. Have you tried mixing oregano and ketchup? No, that sounds hilariously cursed. Tell me about it. Explain to me, what the draw is there. But, like, explain it like I'm 5, because I have the taste buds of a child. It's the inability to experience any sensation other than overwhelming holy shit bouillon cube. Oh, man. That's funny. Oregano and ketchup? New Hampshire tomato sauce. The furthest thing from your mind will be sleep. Yeah, I've got no idea what New Hampshire tomato sauce is, so like... But that's really fucking funny. Just sucked on a beef bouillon cube. Jesus Christ. I knew a guy who would put, so when a sauce bottle would get to like a third, right? What he would do is he would put water in the sauce bottle and like just kind of refill it and then shake the bottle up. And I'm like,
Why would you ruin your sauce like that?
he's like, oh, because it's all expensive. And I want to get my money's worth out of it. I'm like, dog, nah, you just like watered down your ketchup. Like, you know that like gross ass ketchup water that like gets on top of the ketchup and you turn the bottle over and you're like getting ready to put ketchup on something and just the fucking water comes out first, that like tomato piss. I'm like, look, dude, if you like that, that's on you, but I do not like that personally. So tomato piss, real. Usually pizza has oregano and I use ketchup with pizza as a dip. You dip your pizza in ketchup. That's a lot of tomato. That is like an excessive amount of tomato. Let's see. So at the dorms, when you were in school, you'd run into things like the dorms would attempt to serve some deeply, deeply cursed dish. They always failed it, but they'd try it. I think white sauce would taste bad with, like, ketchup, though, because ketchup's so sweet. Right? The worst one was spinach sour cream Mexican. Oh, no. Okay. Tell me about it. Dip means not entirely, just a touch of ketchup. So like, okay, so when you say a dip, right? To me, that has the same gravity as like, dipping like a French fry in ketchup, right? And not like smearing the whole fucking plate with ketchup, right? So like I can see like picking up like the tip of the pizza, right? And just going dip right in the ketchup. But obviously if you're like out here talking about you know, like making like a little layer, like a spread of ketchup, that would be very different. But I feel like you would have said spread if you meant it, right? Your buddy dared your other buddy to eat it in exchange for a favor to be specified later. Tad's response was yes, and he walked up to the condiment aisle and he said, you know that bottle of fish sauce that stinks of high heaven and is impossibly fishy. So he basically snorts it, just takes a couple hits off the bottle and gets... I mean... Oh, yeah, you were with me on that English class. We both failed. Let's go! Turns out when you do that to yourself, your sense of taste is fucking dead. Yeah, I know people will do that with anything that's like an overpowering scent that actually does kind of fuck with your taste buds. We both failed English, that's funny. You love soy sauce? It's like soy sauce, but for meat. Smell is important for... Yeah, like, if something smells bad and you're trying to eat it, it's obviously gonna, like, suck shit. Fish sauce is one of those things that's so intensely flavored because you gotta use it sparingly. Yeah, you really do. I think later on, you know, those mean little peppers in Chinese cuisine that you're not supposed to eat because they're like a Scoville 1,000,000 or something. They're there because basically it's garnish. Yeah. Like, so I've never used fish sauce. I've never even been around it, so I don't know what it tastes or smells like. So y'all are talking about this, and I'm just like doing the eyes emoji and saying I am looking respectfully. You ate a jillion of them when you ordered. When you say fish sauce, soy sauce comes to mind. It's like fermented fish oil, if memory serves. Okay, that's foul. I hate that. Yeah, no, like, I don't like that much fishy, honestly. One of those things where you might like make a cap full. Huh. Like, I'm sure it probably is if you use like a really small amount to get like a slightly fishy taste in something that might want to taste fishy, but I don't think there's like many things I can think of personally. Then again, a lot of the food that I eat is like Italian food. So obviously I'm gonna like miss out on some of that. It. That's my favorite movie based on a Stephen King book. Fish sauce is mostly used for Asian cuisines. Yeah, so put a little in your spaghetti sauce or whatever. No, absolutely not. Pasta should not taste like salmon. Did I read it? Read what? Did I miss a message? When you say fish sauce, soy sauce comes to mind. Sorry, did you forget? I was with you on the English class thing. Smells important for taste. Just a touch of ketchup. Yeah, I don't know what I didn't read. Hey, the thing that lives on for you after that incident was the image of Tad huffing fish sauce like it was glue. I mean, I feel like that's the only way to enjoy it. Oh, like the book? No, I didn't. I haven't even seen the movie. I was saying that more as a bit. The last time I watched like a film was maybe 2008. Might have been a little bit later. Actually, I know exactly what the last film I watched was. Devil's Due. That came out in 2014? Really? Thought that was like 2012 at the latest. Anyway, yeah, I didn't read it. I didn't watch it either. I think there were 2 It movies, weren't there? How do you feel Carrie? Stephen King is on first. They're like It movies. Only one of them stars Tim Curry. Real. You mean you haven't watched any movies since 2014? But yeah, no, I haven't watched anything in literal years. I don't consume a lot of media, so it's very difficult for me to catch up on a lot of day-to-day stuff. Is this Teeth Gang Gaming? Yeah, it's literally Tooth Gang Gaming. I'm actually gonna pin this message. I'll leave it pinned for like 20 minutes. We are. I know one of like the unhinged things that somebody I know does is they will not sit down and eat food unless it is piping hot. And you might think like, oh, okay, so they just only will eat their food hot. No, 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 no. It still has to be steaming. So what do? You either don't have time or... it's not that I don't have time, it's that a lot of media is, like, just intentionally really shitty. It's full of, like... It's kind of miserable a lot of the time. Or it's samey. So, like, I feel like if I were to go watch Breaking Bad, I have essentially also watched, The Walking Dead. And if I watch, like, Seinfeld, I have also watched The Office. I just don't got the patience to watch shit without doing something as well. That's understandable too. I feel like if I was a little less involved with stuff, how do I pass time? I listen to a lot of music. I play video games. I'm rat gaming after all, you know. It's in the name. Sometimes I will sit down and I will write. I read occasionally, but not a whole lot. But, alright, here's a good one. What do y'all think about... Tell us my writings? Not this stream. Maybe some other time. Anyway, what do y'all think about fried chicken covered in, like, chocolate? Maybe even slap a little peanut butter on there.
I think it's pretty good.
Let's go! People of culture, finally. Some good fucking food. You can see it, kind of, for similar reasons that chicken and waffles kind of work. Fried chicken is great with sweet. That's what I'm saying. You were hoping I would have said I was staring at a wall or something? You were hoping I would? I mean, sorry to disappoint, I guess. I mean, sheesh. For a while, you were really into analyzing building flaws, which was a lot of that. That's fair. Yeah, that's a reasonable last thing to do. The good old wall staring. All of my homies love to stare at walls, honestly. Actually, one of my friend's parents, when I lived in the Midwest, I was spending the night there, And, I woke up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. And to get to the bathroom, you had to walk through the kitchen. So I saw my friend's dad, sitting in the kitchen at the table. They had like a dining room, kitchen setup thing. It was like a weird semi-open floor plan. Anyway, he's eating a fucking stick of butter. Like, straight up stick of butter. And I was like,
What the fuck?
now, mind you, he like had the wrapper peeled down, kind of like a banana. But I was like, wait, hold on. That's a little bit much, isn't it? I don't know. I'm like, was it? No, it was just a straight up stick of butter. Like, cold butter. I was like, hold on. That's cursed. Maybe it was a mouth. What's your favorite food besides fridge cheese at 3 a.m.? I mean, I think that's the only food that anybody should ever eat, but whatever. Outside of that, I don't know. Like, I really like a good linguine, right? But I think that favorite food goes just beyond taste as well, right? And it goes to like things of flexibility. How often can you enjoy it, right? So like something like nachos, for example, is something you can have 3 times a day, but you can have in 3 separate ways entirely to represent your daily meal. So I guess it depends on the rigidity of a favorite food, right? Like, is it only is prepared the one way? This motherfucker New Englander liking hot dogs, goddamn. Who are you talking about? Like, what the fuck? I ain't mentioned hot dogs. Or are you talking about the hot dog incident that, like, 3 people showed up for? You said weenie. When did I say weenie? He's riffing off to... What? What are y'all talking about? Did I miss something? Yeah, a bottle of water. You might be. I mean, hey, look, I wouldn't blame you if you were. Sometimes people just have them. It's a very normal thing. If you put Legendary Space Cowboys Paralyzer on, you can understand any of the words, yes? You are having a happy stroke. Holy smokes. Where'd my music go? I don't know where my music went. Rat listened to Paralyzer. Not on stream, because if you get like yelled at by Twitch 3 times for listening to unlicensed music, your account gets terminated and it's super fucked up. Ow! Yeah, save it for later. Yeah. DM it to me, and I will absolutely listen to it. Oh, that sucks now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying! It's fucking terrible. Like, even if you're live and Twitch, like, decides, oh, hey, I'm gonna check out your stream, and like,
What is this? Is this contraband you have here?
I'd be like, no, officer, it's not marijuana. But, like, yeah, it is marijuana. It's so messed up. Oh, man. So you? Let me copy that link. I will store it. Right over there. So the reason Twitch doesn't allow it is the same reason YouTube doesn't allow it, which is actually specifically because the music industry is so hilariously powerful to where if Twitch gets yelled at, like even like a company like Amazon who owns Twitch were to get yelled at like that, they'd be like, I kind of have to crumple here. You feel like you're abandoning part of yourself by not keeping up with Toho's. Well, what makes you feel that way? Like, why do you think that? How can you think highly if you don't know all the girls in funny hats? I don't know, like, I haven't really been keeping up with Toho either. All I know is that there's new ones, and I'll like occasionally look and find out who they are, what they do, and then, you know, I'm all caught up. It's like a 10-minute wiki crawl. So with Paralyzer, two important things. One is the part where it sounds like they took an entire drum set and threw it down the stairs. Let's go. What else you got? Because you've obviously hit me with one of them, but not the other. The second thing is that apparently they broadcast it in space in 1973 as a wake-up thing for astronauts, and they were disoriented by the experience. The rest of the day it is banned. Really? That's actually unhinged. There's no shot. Holy fuck. Yeah, I will absolutely have to listen to that at some point. The fact that it's now like an outlawed thing is incredible. I'm assuming it's like outlawed to be played in fucking space, or is it's like outlawed period for music to be played up there. You know, you just don't like shooting games enough to keep up with Weeb Stardust by Drunk Neil Zunga. It's understandable. Yeah, like I've only played a handful of the Toho games, so keeping up with the new games is just kind of like not feasible a lot of the time for me because I don't play a lot of them. So I wound up having to hear about it secondhand before I look into the new characters. Oh, it's just that one. I understand now. Banned from space, what an achievement. That's what I'm saying, honestly. Play a Toho for us? I could, like, in the future. I'll, like, have to write it down somewhere, definitely. I'm being messaged. Hello. Yeah, I might play a Toho game in the future. It's spelled, Toho. It is a, like a shoot 'em up game. But it's got like silly little anime characters with silly little hats. What's the fucking shooter game that I'm thinking of? It's not Galaga. Like old Doom, but no. Like Strikers in 1945. Yeah, the battle art is very important. Yeah, so they're essentially like a top-down shoot 'em up game. Yeah, it's kind of like Galaga. Like I was looking at Galaga, and like, it's not quite Galaga, but like it's similar. It's same hat. But yeah, it's not quite the same thing. Absolutely. Galaga belongs to the same genre. Okay, it can belong to the same genre and not be the same thing, though. Right, same wheelhouse with a few decades of development. Yeah. Because, like, that would be like saying Yakuza 0 and Streets of Rage are, like, the same, right? I think the subgenre Toho belongs to is Danmaku, or bullet hell. It looks like an old arcade game. Yeah, it's similar. Oh, it looks like... Did my stream just, like, shit the pants there? Or, like... But yeah, no, it kind of was like an old arcade game in terms of, like, gameplay. Where you're essentially just holding down a button and moving around the screen. Okay, I don't know what that was about. It did a reload thing. Yeah. I have no idea what that was about, but because it shouldn't have been my upload, because I'm like hardwired, and I got like enough upload to kill an entire horse. I'ma just say, Twitch, fix your servers, and that'll be that. But basically the style of the game is girl fires bullets in really quite pretty patterns, and you have to dodge all her stupid bullshit. Yeah, honestly. One of the most noteworthy examples, I believe, was in... what the fuck is it? Like, lunatic mode, EOSD. Against, Flandre, exactly, the secret boss. And it's made by a weird drunk who wanted to be a game composer and no one has hired him. Yeah, but like, he kind of made one of the most wildly successful, like, franchises in Japan that has only recently started to see success in the West, like, in a major way, thanks in part to fucking Fumo of all things. But yeah, Toho is great. It's very fun. They're really neat patterns. The one with Aya. You have to go. All right, see you around, Deadcoder. If you want to, feel free to join the Discord server. If you scroll down just a smidgen, it's going to be right there, right below the stream. And if not, have a wonderful day. You don't shoot back, you photograph the pattern. Yeah, that's interesting. We have a convention devoted to your one-man garage pocket. Yeah. It's really interesting how that works out. But like, you know, I guess like sometimes you just have a passion project and it works out. People just really like it. Other people, they'll have a passion project and they're just like, you know what? This sucks. They're like, I hate this shit. Ow! Fuck! I just banged my knee. You know, at this point, if Zune is hireable by Japanese game companies, if they've tried and he's been like, it works, like... I'm assuming it's probably like some kind of combination of both. Alright, let's get rid of these fucking ravioles. But yeah, no, like I don't know, Toho is a fan favorite game of mine. I haven't really played a lot of it recently. Yeah, shove the Pop-Tart. Yeah, get them out of here. Fuck them Pop-Tarts. You know, we just gotta start calling everything a Pop-Tart. Fuck it. We ball. If everything's a Pop-Tart, then nothing's a Pop-Tart. And that's the important thing, I think, is acknowledging that, everything should be a Pop-Tart. You've been fucking around with the Kunio-kun games recently. Oh yeah, how's that been? Those are those are River City Rampage, right? The River City series games? Or Ransom? Which one is it? I think it's River City Ransom. River City Ransom is one of the US titles. There's like a million Japanese only titles. Yeah, I didn't remember like what exactly it's called. I just remember it was like localized as River City. I just had to remember like if that was the right thing or if that was one of the other like mid 80s, early 90s like brawler games that cropped up at around the same fucking time because like 30 of them showed up all over the place. The best basketball game ever released for any system on the NES. No shot. There ain't no way, dog. You're gaslighting me. In fact, I'm willing to go as far as to say you're trolling. Speaking of trolling though, I will be right back. Look it up. I will later, but... And by later, I mean in like, I don't know, like 5-ish minutes. But I am going to be kind of back. River City Girls, that was wild. Yeah. I did see River City Girls. The soundtrack for that's fucking amazing. I will get back to this, but... I gotta run to the restroom and I'm gonna refill my bottle. So, give me like, I don't know, 5 minutes? I'll throw up a little video for you. You guys like videos, right? Let's pause that. All right, we are back. All right, so let's see what we're looking at. Seems a renaissance because the lunatics who did Double Dragon Neon made a beat 'em up called. Yep, also a really good game. Revival, so it started with River City Ransom Underground. Point is, the originals whip fucking ass. Yeah, I haven't really played many of the River City Ransom games, so they're all a little like alien to me. Do it? Yeah, I might do it on stream at some point. I just have to find a an emulator for it, I guess, because I don't have the official hardware. I mean, of course I will get the official hardware, Father Bezos. The NES and RCR is kind of rough in some plays, but an entirely yeah, it's very legal. That shit was kind of loud. But yeah, I do want to try the whole breadth of games, honestly. But I try to limit myself to like 2-hour time slots for every game because there's a lot of shit that I want to get through. And playing a game for like 6 fucking hours sounds like a whole headache. River City Ransom Underground is a good entry point. That's reasonable. Yeah, like, I'll have to look into it. Let me Google it real quick. River City Ransom Underground. When did this come out? This looks newer. If it's on Steam. Came out in 2017. That would do it. The River City Girls games too. Yeah, like I've heard the soundtrack in the River City Girls games and they're fucking fantastic. Holy smokes. Like I have having listened to River City Girls and the I would never emulate anything. I actually own all of the hardware, and if I don't, I'll buy it from eBay and or Amazon from a licensed vendor. But yeah, I don't have the capital for games right now. But once I do have it, I will absolutely be trying to play more games in that same vein because they look very fun. Big mode. The NES soccer game. What about the NES soccer game? It's almost entirely unlike soccer, but it's alright. What's the plan or the basketball game? Everyone forgets the basketball game. Yeah. People do forget about basketball. The one where the best way to keep someone from scoring is a jump kick. That's really funny. Huge if true. Oh man. What do I want to chat about? I don't know, I'm just chilling. I'm chatting. I'm seeing what y'all guys are up to. I've been playing a lot of like fucking garbage ass games. You actually murder players. Yeah, I mean like I played. I don't know, like a lot of the beat 'em ups I've played are like the original Double Dragon games, and I played Battletoads fucking extensively. I actually was really good at Battletoads. Then I stopped playing it. I'm sure if I were to go play it right now, I'd be like sucking ass. Ooh. But as of late, I've been playing a lot of like fucking Destiny 2 and shit. Let me change a couple of the stream topics. It's expensive. Like, it says it's free to play. Don't believe it. The thing with, yeah, so that's exactly that. Bungo removed almost all the free to play content with like a couple of very dumb minor exceptions. So like the barrier for entry is like $80. And with the fact that they're releasing another DLC, it's like, okay. Like, there's been rumors on the grapevine that they might bring some of the vaulted content back after, like, you know, adjusting it. But I'm like, you're gonna release it as DLC, and I know you are. Like, Bungo is notoriously money hungry with regards to Destiny 2 because people keep fucking paying for it. As for me, like, I have no intentions of actually, like, getting the next DLC, even though it includes, like, a new subclass and all that shit. I won't do it. I refuse to keep buying DLC for a game that continues to get lackluster updates and, like, objectively mediocre content. It's just not worth it to me. So my solution is just don't do it. And I'm sure some people will be like, oh, that's mean, that's bullying, but like, fuck the multi-million-dollar company. Make a better game. It's live service, and you have chosen to make it as bad of a service as you can. So swapping to Phantasy Star Online 2. No. I have a lot of friends who'd play it. I did play PSO2 very briefly when Bouncer was still a thing, and then they removed Bouncer, and then I lost all interest in PSO2. I really enjoyed my janky DPS class, and when they took it out, essentially, I was like,
What the fuck, dude?
I loved it because it was clunky, and it was bad, like, because it was so clunky. They put Bouncer in Metal Gear Solid. I believe that. Just took a while. Yeah, but is it like still clunky though? Because I liked it because it was clunky, and nobody fucking played it because it was clunky. Like, it was so unintuitive from a design standpoint. The only MMOs you've ever played were City, Vindictus, and WoW, and you only played WoW reluctantly. In terms of MMOs I've played, I'm not going to count Destiny as one. It's more like a single player game where you occasionally see other players in the same way that, what is it? No Man's Sky is. I would say more like, it's more like I've played MMOs like RuneScape, for example. I know people are going to be like, oh, that's kind of like a single player experience too, but if you talk to people, it's less a game, more a gachapon to me. Kinda. It's a looter shooter. So like, if that's how you feel about like Borderlands, for example, then yes, that's going to be how you're going to feel about Destiny. But there's not really many gacha elements to it. It's just more of like a time sink. But yeah, I play RuneScape semi-actively. It's not a game that I think I want to stream just because A, I don't know how to make content for it on YouTube, and B, I'm not really sure if that's something people would want to watch. Then I've also been playing Mabinogi recently, Mabinogi, and I've been having fun with that. That's been interesting. It's been a bit of an experience for me. I have never played it before, but I remember I used to see it. That game is crack. In a bad way? Because I've noticed that it continues to drop, like, dopamine sparklies on me. Vindictus was sort of the prequel. What the fuck is Mabinogi? I don't know. All I know is I play like a little goblin creature. They're like... It's incredibly abusive that way. Yeah, like, I've noticed that, and I kind of tend to, like, only play it for, like, an hour at a time, because I know if I play it for any longer than that, I'll probably be like, ooh, the dopamine. What's a Mabinogi with you? Hey, ew, what the fuck? Yeah, no, it's predatory, and I can tell it is, but it's also, like... fine, so long as you're not really paying as much attention to that as you could be. My issue with it is there's a lot of fucking, like, screen space that's just eaten up by, like, inventory. And you're kind of, like, legally obligated to leave your inventory open. Because leaving your inventory open allows you to get to any of your items that might be, like, hard to access. Your issue with PSO2 is how it feels like you never can put enough time into it. I feel like it's like that with a lot of modern MMOs, where the MMO model has kind of gotten to be a very abusive format, period. Where, yeah, exactly that. It's FOMO, period. Until they took your Royal Cadet Heavy and gave your Fiona a stripperific thing. Yeah, that's the other thing, is MMOs tend to sexualize women, but it's also because they kind of know who their target audience is, and they had transmog, but you had to pay for it. Gross. Like, that's one of the things that Destiny does right, where... Oh, Fiona's a class, I see. So, like, Destiny has transmog, it's free to use, which is, like, nice. It just is a grind to use it, which is less nice. But yeah, like, my problem with it is the MMO industry as it is right now is the fact that when you're playing literally any game, there's a huge focus on, obviously, like, the sexualization of women, but there's also the fact that everything is FOMO and locked behind paywalls, to where the concept of free to play doesn't really exist anymore, and it's more free to try. I know people are like, oh, well, Final Fantasy XIV has the most robust free player experience in any game. You can play up to the current DLC at up to level 60 and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, listen, dude, I get it. You know, you got no Riz, negative bitches. But I personally do not want to play another game that is RuneScape adjacent. Like, if a game is very much just like a grind, I have one for that. I don't need three, right? I don't know, like, all games are RuneScape. True, I have very little interest in being subjected. Yeah, like, it's specifically, like, I know in the role-playing sphere, people tend to make them like little babies, and they're like, I have a diaper kink, and that's gross, and I'm like, I'm gonna throw a fucking frisbee at your head. But, like... I don't know, I feel like if you stay out of that and you're just playing the game to play the game, it's nowhere near as bad. Obviously, you're still gonna run into... They are in lore little goblins. Really? I was told that in the actual game, like, the NPCs that you run into that are Lalafell are, like, actually fucking decent, noble people who are like... Oh, I would die for my friends, you know, like, they're Fire Emblem characters. In lore, they're little goblins. They're little capitalist monsters. Oh, okay, so, I mean, I already live in the US, so I don't really need to play Final Fantasy XIV then. Alright, good to know. Ayo! Yeah, I don't know. I'm just chilling. Other MMOs that I've played in the past. Do any of y'all know what Sherwood Dungeon is? Or I guess was, because I think that died with Flash. You don't know? Okay, hold on. It's like this browser-based indie MMO that was made in Flash that they had to port over to something else. And it's literally centered around like the Sherwood Dungeon, which is like this weird ass fantasy MMO thing. And the developer, they've made like a couple of different games, but all their games are like gone. Like the Robin Hood thing? What Robin Hood thing? Hold on. Sherwood for I don't think they're related. They might be though. But yeah, they were. This developer made like 4 different games all in the same fucking engine, and one of them was like exclusively like a social sim, and the other one of them was a social sim, one of them was like a car driving sim that had like MMO elements, and it was kind of interesting, and I wish that they had also continued working on that. And then the third one was their Sherwood Dungeon game, which they still are doing something with, maybe? Let me look at the developer's diary. It looks like they still are. Huh. That's weird. Because the game has been in service for like almost 20 years now. Yeah, it's been out for 18 years. I love Twisted Metal, dog. I actually have Twisted Metal 4 on the PS2. I might see about playing that at some point because Twisted Metal's so fucking fun. Oh my god. I could literally sit down and play Twisted Metal for like hours. And I would honestly just be like, let's go for the whole fucking time. Have I ever played Vigilante 8? Similar feel. I have not. I don't even know what that is. Like, if you were to tell me right now, like, oh, hey, that's a game that everyone's heard of, I'll be like, I am not everyone. Cars shooting at cars game. I mean, yeah, when you said similar feel, I kind of got the energy. I was just, like, a little curious as to, like, what the dealio is there, I guess. Set in the 70s with big disco stuff. I see. So, it's like, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Smile. Incidentally, I love that when you're talking about Toho and saying, oh yeah, I only played game 17 and a half is normally something that's clearly... But in Toho, it's absolutely a game that exists, probably. Yeah, 17.5 I think is a fighting game. Let me double check. Yeah, it's a fighting game. It is a single-player, story-driven... No, wait, is this a fighting game? Oh, let me look. Because maybe it isn't a fighting game. Oh, it's kind of like, I don't think it's a fighting game, actually. It looks similar to, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a 2D horizontal, game. It's got like beat 'em up mechanics, but like the enemies are all also like really fast, and they also do the bullet hell patterns. 17.5 is a platforming thing, apparently. Yeah, like, I don't know if it's like a Metroidvania or something, because I'm on the wiki, and the genre is
Horizontal barrage water action.
and I'm like, dog, that doesn't tell me shit. I love to play horizontal barrage water action games. That's my favorite genre of game. Is Touhou 17.5 a Metroidvania or what? It is a platformer rather than a fighter. Okay. Is that the game where Zune pees on you and you like it? Probably. I mean, that's what it sounds like if you're like describing the genre as horizontal water fucking whatever action piss take. Like, Jesus Christmas. I ain't never heard of shit like that in my life. Horizontal water something is very... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was reading that, I'm like, is this like a joke edit? Did I go to like the troll pasta wiki? Where the shitty creepy pastas go? Where people are like, oh, Luigi pissed blood on me. Through the screen, Nintendo 65, you know, like whatever. The fucking the entire book where your dad doesn't just work at Nintendo, he is Nintendo. He became Nintendo with the cursed seal with the game. Intentionally choosing the worst possible Japanese translation. I believe it. Touhou, yeah, I do actually have Touhou Luna Nights. It's very good. Let's go! Same hat! Hello, Asbestos. My daughter is yelling at me. Hello. Come here, buddy. Yeah. Can I pick you up? No, don't run away. Come here. Let me love you. I cannot reach you from over there. You know what? Fine. Fuck her. She's being a little bastard. She doesn't want to come over here. She wants to yell and be looked at, but she does not want to be pet. Yeah, it's very good. It is unironically like one of the better Touhou fan games that I have run into. That's not like directly a Touhou game. Let's go. Dying of cat allergies. Death by feline. Probably complaining that she can't see the bottom of her food. I literally filled it not even 2 hours ago. She has food. She's just trolling for the sake of trolling, I think. I think she's just not just gaslighting me, but she is, all of the gas and the lighter included. Come here. Quit being a stinker. Welcome to my lap. You are now a part of the stream. I have picked up the daughter. Let's go. Asbestos is here. Or filled out a cougar sighting report and wrote your mother under the description. Drop your at, we just want to talk. What? What are you talking about, dog? Hey, are you good? Did you mean to send that somewhere else? Oklahoma Wildlife Department tweet. I see. Okies are weird. That read like that was like super derogatory. Okies are weird people. What the fuck? We're rumbling with another school. True. Real. I too love to pick fights with the neighboring school. Actually, when I was in high school, my school specifically really hated like the neighboring school, and you know, I went there one time, and I'm like, dog, it's literally like the same fucking school. They just have more funding, and they are using it more responsibly, because my school would only ever spend any of their funding on like football, even though we never actually like won a single game. While I was still in high school, we'd won 0 homecoming games. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, there's motherfucker. Like, dog, you are the same school. Like, cry about it. It's the most ridiculous shit I ever did see. I'm like, how are y'all like this? Like, just cry about it? Skill issue? It's that simple? I don't know. People are weird. And I'm just like, how can you be so weird? How were you born strange? They're literally 8 blocks away from us. They suck. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like, oh, they suck. They're bad. Oh, wait, cry about it. Swallow my balls, you know. It's insanity. There was something that was like, I think an English football club that had chants like, we lose every week, you're not special. Yeah, like, I don't know. Because that's how my school was. Like, we would literally lose every fucking game that wasn't, like, softball. Oh, and we also had, like, a monster golf team. But, like, golf's for yuppies, so that one don't count. But, yeah, I was like, okay, whatever. Like, our... what the fuck is it? Our softball team would go to state, like, every year. Right? So I was like, okay, cool, softball's gaming. But like everything else, you know, we might win like 1 game, and then that other team would be laughed at by every other team for like the rest of the season. There's a book about that chant. Let's go. Yeah, when I was in high school, we had a band that like won statewide championships but didn't get funding because football. Yeah, like I'm very glad that public education is also a business at the end of the day. So like, I need to make money. Please play football. I'm like, I don't want to play football, dog. I don't know anybody who actually wants to play football. It's just one of them things. Yeah, have you not drawn that conclusion? I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a little baby and I grew up with like an objectively shittier like public education experience than like you might have. Because I know this is why our high school theater had to break even to not be defunded. Christ. Yeah. Like, that was exactly it. Oh, you went down the football chants rabbit hole? Okay, hit me. What do you got? What'd you find? I love football chants. Hello, asbestos. Don't get the rat in trouble. Yeah, like, just as long as it doesn't get me in trouble. Granted, Papa Twitch won't, like, kill me. I don't think. Leicester fans, after conceding 4 goals, you've only scored 4 goals. How shit must you be? You've only scoured 4 goals. That's really funny. That's actually really funny. Now, okay, are you talking like football as in like hand egg, or are you talking football as in soccer? Because those are 2 very different games. As much as I would, you're talking soccer, okay. Yeah, because I was like trying to figure out if you meant like Yeah, and Egger hexagon ball. The funniest chants come out of Britain. Yeah, so do the worst teeth. Heyo. But yeah, I don't know. Oh. I mean, hey, look, it's not my fault. They have dental coverage. So you know that thing where you inflate a giant beach ball and pass it around the crowd? No, but sure. One of the teams did that, but an inflated dildo.
Let's go.
I'll be like, hello? Base department? That's actually hilarious. Fucking incredible. I hope to one day get to that level where I can just get my chat to pass around the inflated dildo. Granted, I don't know what it would be because like Twitch will like scream at me for doing that. It's circumcised? Circumcised weenie, let's go! It has a boar skin! That's so fucking based. All my homies love the boar skin. Somebody took it away and they're chanting, we want it. I heard about this. This was in like 2013, wasn't it? Or like between 2013 and 2016, right? The like dick chant? Because I can swear that's what that was. Yeah, because like I said, I remember hearing about that, and I don't really closely follow like soccer, so hearing that, I'm just like, hold on, something ain't adding up. One of them things. You're eepy. Have you considered going to bed? Your bed's right there, after all. Unless it's not, in which case, simply stay up and hang out with Rat Gaming. Guys, I'm only running the stream for another, like, 13 minutes or so. Like I said, I want to try to stream for at least 2 hours anytime I do stream, just so that I can say that I did. It is far away. That sucks! Danger of Jeff sitting on her face again. Yeah, probably. Like Jeff the Killer. Speaking of Jeff the Killer, I saw this shitty fucking piece of AI generated art of Jeff the Killer, and like from a distance I was like, why did somebody send that image of Jeffrey Killer? And I got closer and I saw that it was an anime girl, but it was like so fucking bad that like essentially all it did was it made the entire background like black. It just decided there was hair somewhere on the face, and then the ugly smile got turned into like what's the ruffles called on like a formal ass 1800 style jacket that them nobles used to wear. Turned into one of those. And then, like, it just slapped a smiley face on there. Let me see if I can find it, because, like, it is actually, like, garbage. And I'll put it on the screen. Yeah, there it is. Ruffles or lace or a cravat is something like that. Alright, here. Let's save this image real quick so I can... Let's pretend we scored a goal. God damn it. Alright, hold on. Where is Jeffrey Killer? This shitty fucking meme. Hold on. No, not me. I want to select the image, please. This fucking dumbass picture. Like, you know, you like lean back a little bit and then it looks like the Jeffrey Killer, but like then you're like looking at it and it's very clearly like anime girl, but like it's AI art, so it's bad by default, and like you can tell it's AI art. It's fucking awful. Get this out of here. No more Jeffrey Killer. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, what in tarnation? The Tifi's yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like looking at it and I was like, something ain't right. Something's not adding up here. And the moment I figured out what it was, I was like, hold up. I was like, hold up. Ain't that right, Asbestos? She's just loving life right now. She's chilling on the lap. All comfortable and shit. How much I aspire to be as comfortable as this cat. Like, holy smokes. Hey, rat, make a list of shit to play, do it. I actually already do. So, the thing is, with my list of shit to play... Hold on. For some reason, I was floating. So, my schedule, right, it's on Twitter. You actually retweeted it. I know you did. Don't lie to me. It says like variety games on it a lot of the time, and that's because I'm playing like 3 games in that stream. I'm playing them each for 2 hours out of like 2 hours a pop. So I'm not going to include the whole list of games that I'm playing right then and there, but I do have them. In fact, as a bit of a spoiler for y'all. Let's see, did I save it as a PNG tomorrow's stream? I did not. Cringe. Hold on. Let me go grab it real quick. Let me go into paint.net. Yeah, spoiler warning. Spoiler alert. Uh-oh. Tomorrow is Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. Alright, hold on. Save this as a PNG because I do not like to save things as anything else. I'm crazy like that. Tuesday, innit? Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. Alright, throw up an image, an imaglio. And then once it shows up, tomorrow's schedule. Ooh. Yeah. But yeah, so I do have games in mind to be playing. May's, you do love Terraria. Yeah, Terraria's great. Kenshi's also really good. Yeah. Yeah, Kenshi is one of my favorite games, so I play it like a smacked ass. I'm a kind of a maniac. You're unwilling to make fun of Kenshi. Yeah, don't make fun of Kenshi. You will be boiled if you do. I will boil your flesh. It will not be fun. It will be painful. You will die. It's a good ass game that why can't you play it? What stops you? Is it the fact that the game is like a little bit gory? Because that's understandable if it is. Makes your teeth hurt? What? Huh? What are you talking about? I feel like you're trolling me. You're gaslighting me. There is gasoline in your lighter. And frankly, I'm not understanding. It's like Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode, but post-apocalypse. I think it's a lot more accessible than Dwarf Fortress is, but that's just me. and with a party. Yeah, like that's kind of part of it, is what makes it more accessible. Too many fiddly bits. Like if you really want to make the game fucking difficult on yourself, play it solo without any like allies or anything. It's obsessively yeah, it really is. Well, the game is a guy's passion project, and he was working on it for over a decade. Really scraping the bottom of the barrel for compliments. Real. Oh man. No, like, okay. The game is very finicky at first until you like have a somewhat reasonable gasp on the actual mechanics. Like once you kind of understand like just how much food you actually need to eat and why the people in your party are not eating the food out of the bag, you'll kind of be able to understand how to better exist. What's next? Unlike Amazing Cultivation Simulator, the UI was written by someone whose first language is English adjacent. Yeah, it was. Sheesh, my man's really ripping into the game. I guess you really want to be boiled, huh? Get in the pot now. But no, so Kenshi is one of those games that I hold near and dear to myself, just because of the fact that it's not just difficult, but it's rewarding to play. It's not like rewarding in the sense of I'm banging my head against the wall and I don't understand why I'm dying rewarding, as much as like there's a visible, tangible sense of progression that a lot of games kind of don't capture, and it does it in a way that respects your time. But if you are like really on like a time constrained budget, obviously there's A, cheesy things to do, and B, there's mods that'll just boost experience gains so that you're not spending fucking hours trying to train strength or any stat like it. And that's one of those things that people have to really consider when they're like actually trying to get into that game, is, hey, how do I best enjoy it? However you fucking want, dog, right? Like, I feel like the game is best enjoy. No, Asbestos, get your face out of my water. He's trying to drink my agua. But yeah, like the rewarding part of the game more comes from learning from your prior mistakes and how to better engage with challenging enemies. And how to recover from savage attacks, right? And sometimes like the game just takes it out of your hands and you just don't get to recover from a savage attack, and that's just sometimes the game. It sucks when it happens, but there are ways to just plow straight through it. It's just difficult starting out. The hardest part of the game, honestly, is the first couple days. After that, it's smooth sailing. At least in my opinion. And yeah, there's a little bit of mechanical like quirks to it. Obviously, every game's going to have them, but yeah, because I enjoy the game. I'm an enthusiast. I'm a Kenshi enjoyer. You don't just spend that many hours in a game just to be like, yes, it's okay. I know some people see it and they're like, video game. And then they like play it for an hour and they hate it because they don't understand any of it. And that's fine. Like, it's not a game that I expect everybody to enjoy. I expect people to play the game, say, I don't understand it, and then close it and never open it again and maybe refund it on Steam, right? That's just that. And for the people that don't do that, you know, they got a whole ass experience in front of them. That's how I feel about it anyway. Kenshi's just one of those games that I look at as something that I don't recommend to everybody. I cannot recommend it to everybody. It's only because, like, it's very much not for everybody. It's not a game that people are going to enjoy. Like, you know, you get into the game, you start playing it, you make all your characters the way you want, then they're handsome, and they have names, and they're characters you get attached to. You talk about the fucked up things that happen in your emergent simulator thing to others. Would you say losing is fun? Yes to both of these things. I do both of them. There was a time, I had a crucifixion mod, and I had a bunch of crabs that kept coming to my base. So anytime somebody would attack my base, I would crucify the people who survived, and then the crabs would come by and they just start eating them off the crucifix. And I was like, this is definitely like a foreboding warning message to anybody who fucking comes into my base. Yes. Yeah, the fucking eagle. Right, like it's shit like that. Right up there with Puppy Fountain. Real. Oh my god. Yeah, but so tomorrow I'll be playing it, and it might go a little bit past its time slot for 2 hours, but it's also like one of those games that you can only get so much accomplished in 2 hours. Like, yeah, you can do some really wacky stuff with that 2 hours, but speaking strictly realistically, your first day of playing for like a couple hours is not going to be as productive as like your 5th day of playing. It's just not. The start's really slow, it takes a while to get rolling, and once it does, everything's cool, everything's gaming. Of the rat variety, of course. Dude, he's been dealing with mega... Did he buy the Steam release? Because if he bought the Steam release, I'm gonna have to make fun of him. Oh. What a little cringe lord. Why? Because you can literally get it for free. He suggests that I don't. That's understandable. Yeah, you can get the sprites for free. It makes it playable to human beings. Yeah, for free. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna actually make fun of him though. But it's... Yeah, Dwarf Fortress is another really fun game. I'm so bad at it. I have no idea how to play it. The point of the Steam release is that Toadie's brother is probably gonna... Oh. I understand. Okay. Then yeah, I will simply not say anything about it. I didn't know that was why that it got a Steam release. But that's understandable. Yeah. It's unfortunate that that's the case, but it's also, I guess it's a really good thing for the game as well. It helps like increase its lifespan. You can't even play the Steam release and you asked for it for Christmas. Ah, that sucks. That bites. Yeah, like, I don't know. Dwarf Fortress is really fun though. He actually brought in another developer. Really? We need healthcare, I guess we really... Yeah, like, that sucks that they had to do it like that. Like, that was the circumstance where it came from, but... It's cool that he's finally profiting off his passion project. One of the best Dwarf Fortress hack people. Nice. They made 5 million in a couple... Yeah, like, Dwarf Fortress is one of those games that... I feel like people kind of know what Dwarf Fortress is without having played it, but like they didn't feel like it was easily accessible, and now that it's on a platform as publicly accessible and ready as Steam, more people are seeing it, so they're like, oh hey, I've heard of this, and they're playing it and they're uncovering just how fucking wild the game actually is. Like I know I was playing adventure mode a while back, and my pinky finger got scratched by a peasant. And my character was in so much pain that he passed out from a scratch on the pinky. I was like, dude, what? And then he got beaten to death by the entire town. He's like in full fucking plate. It was the most insane shit I've ever run into. I was like, how you gonna do that to me? Was this? It was Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, it was this Dwarf Fortress and Kenshi. Real. Oh fuck. That had no right to be that funny. I'm not making fun of you, I swear. It's just one of those goofy ass questions. Yeah, there is. Like, I definitely feel like Kenshi wears the inspirations on its sleeve, but I also feel like they're so dramatically different to where you probably wouldn't notice unless you really played them both extensively. And I didn't play Dwarf Fortress super extensively, but I have played Kenshi extensively, and I see things that people talk about in Dwarf Fortress, and I'm just like, hey, that sounds like something that would happen in Kenshi, right? So naturally, I'm just like, I get it. It's funny to me, but like, I get it. Like, if you haven't played either game or you've only played one. Somebody was complaining in the Steam forums for Dwarf Fortress. How come there's all these fucking 5 seconds? The game's not even... And no... Yeah, like, because if I recall, his whole ethos was he didn't want to accept money, period, right? And like you just said, that was the only reason, was he needed the money. Similar learning curve, similar sandbox, make your own fun, similar hard. Yeah, exactly. And like occasionally something just happens and it's completely out of your hands and you just have to accept reality. Yep, I remember my first playthrough of Kenshi ended in repeated disaster because I didn't really know what I was doing, what I was looking for, and where I really wanted to go. And that first playthrough, I feel, is the best experience with the game, where you're really trying to figure out what everything is and what people are about, right? Like, you get to see, like, people have faction tags. You don't really know what the fuck a faction is, so you have to kind of figure that one out as you go. You don't really know how any of the mechanics work. And I don't know, there's something special about that to me. Like, that first playthrough. And I can never capture that again. Kind of like with how I am with Dark Souls, where I really value getting to watch people... yeah, the new player experience. Like, I really value getting to watch new people play games like Kenshi or Dark Souls or Dwarf Fortress, or games that are hard in that they're mechanically different than your average game. And they're not actually really that hard, personally. We found it. Tell me how sane people can post a gushing down on Game of the Century review on day 1. 20 minutes ago, the count was 1,700, now it's 1,900. Have all these people been playing free Dwarf Fortress for 25 years and just waiting for an opportunity to pay $30? Yeah, like, unironically, a lot of them legitimately probably were. And that's, like, the funny part. They were like, oh, dude, I cannot wait to play Dwarf Fortress. And it's cool that people finally are getting to in a way that's meaningful. You certainly were. You threw money at him a while back when I played more seriously. Right. But, alright. I believe that I'm going to get ready to start ending the stream. I'm going to run a little bit of, end card. And then we're going to raid a good friend of mine, Angel Dreams. They're doing a subathon. So let's pause this. Let's switch over to the stream end screen. And if you liked what you saw here today, maybe you're new to the channel, maybe you're new to the stream, all my socials are going to be down in the description there. If you scroll down just a smidgen on desktop, if you're on mobile, I think it's still the same thing. They might still be there. I don't know. I don't use Twitch on mobile. But you can click on my YouTube channel, check out some of my content there. I'll be uploading, not yesterday's, but Sunday's VOD tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, on the 12th is when it actually goes live. And then I will be uploading this VOD as well later in the week. Also join the Discord server. And follow me on Twitter for more updates. I try to post daily on Twitter. Sometimes I miss a day, sometimes I don't. And my Discord server is a little bit inactive. I'm trying to do better about that, just so that people get to hang out and chat with me. Anyway, let's get ready to start a raid. Make sure my capitalization is correct. Looks good to me. I can't raid! Hold on, I'm going into their chat right now. They're getting the angry message. Because if they don't, we're gonna be changing our raid topic to somebody else. Oh, they're taking a nap. They're fucking sleeping. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, looks like we are raiding SVD then. SVD is really cool. They're playing Inscription right now. So when we get there, didn't I? Yeah, I did, but like I canceled the stream. They're streaming right now. So when we get there, just type in her chat. This is a certified rat moment. Let's make sure I have that right. Looks good to me. And we are getting ready to raid. Anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.
No, no, not my Rat. Hi, Rat Gaming. How's it going? This is a certified rat moment. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Rat King, Rat King, Rat King, tails twined together. Herak, thank you so much for being here, first time chatter. I appreciate it. Hello, Raiders. How are you? My name is Azvidi. I'm a White Lion VTuber. And today we're playing some Inscription with a little bit of Stream Raiders on the side. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Hey, Rat Gaming. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Also, I don't know if O1's here yet. Rabbit, I'm gonna let you out of Autobot jail. I don't think O1's here yet. Let me go ahead and give you a shout out. Rat Gaming, hold on one second. Shout out. Is it Rat Gaming? I missed O1. Rat Gaming TV, there we go. Alrighty. Thank you so much for the raid again. How was your stream, Rat? This is how V seduces her lovers. I don't. She licks her lips and pops at them. Oh, really? I don't think that's attractive at all, Rabbit. I don't think that's attractive at all. Get another mod. I might. But honestly, it's fine. It was good. We were just chatting. Oh, nice. We had some food discourse and then talked about video games for like an hour. Let's go. Wow, that's awesome, Rat Gaming. Being able to do just chatting is really fun. That's great. Wasn't even that bad. I know, right, Rabbit? I know. It's okay. Otto's just a little aggressive. How to pop like V. Step 1, stop saying lick the lips. Lips. Whatever. Kimmy, stop blushing. Thank you for the head pads, Rat Gaming. I appreciate it. Alright, back into Inscription. So, the last time I left off, I had lost to Poe once. This guy's a real jerk. I kind of want to fight him right now, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. I kind of want to re-challenge Poe, and then probably Grimora, and then I'll Magnificus is a huge bird. Eric, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the kingdom. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. By the way, Pop-Tarts are ravioli. Wait, what? But please don't tell me you boil your Pop-Tarts. Because that's how you make ravioli, right? Please tell me you don't boil your Pop-Tarts. For the love of everything. Please don't. Hi, Chaos. How's it going? Do cats have lips? They do, right? Mine does. Well, mine was like... You boil Pop Tarts? No, I'm just saying. Herrick said that Pop Tarts are ravioli. I get the concept because it's kind of like you have like a filling inside of like a pocket. But can you imagine boiled Pop Tarts? Oh, hi Jackler, good to see you. The moisture after you lick your lips is kind of like a seal in a jar. You're constantly opening. Brower, that is brilliant. That's exactly why. That makes sense. I didn't even know that's what I was doing, but yeah, exactly. When you lick your lips, it's kind of like you know, imagine like the sealing of a jar, just like what Brower said. That might work. You can't even imagine Pop Tart. Boiled Pop Tart. Now I kind of have to try that because it sounds good. No, hi Wolf Static. Don't do it. Don't do it, Wolf Static. That can't be good. It was messy as hell. I can't even imagine wet Pop Tarts. Wet Pop Tarts just sound awful. Like, don't do it. Don't do it, guys. Oh, steamed maybe. Yeah.
Steamed Pop Tart.
I personally need, like,
That's so cursed.